Hello, and welcome to another Conscious Evolution broadcast. Today, me and you are here at the Babbling Brook. I love that saying, all the bad bitches meet at the Babbling Brook. Whoever came up with that, you're genius. So we're here at the Babbling Brook. And I decided today to talk about spirituality and my spiritual journey up until this point. I hope you guys can hear me over the Babbling Brook. So I guess today I'll also be practicing projecting my voice to be louder. But before we can get into my spiritual journey, I need to talk about what spirituality means to me and the spiritual path. Spirituality to me means that you know, or you have an understanding that this body, these thoughts, are not me. This body and these thoughts and this mind is just a tool to interact with this realm, this world, to experience, to learn, to grow. What I am, what you are, is far beyond this body, this mind, this world. And so that's what spirituality means to me. That's my perspective of it. And the spiritual path is, I guess you would say, the universe gives you these little hints. Something that makes you think, wait, what is this? This isn't me, this experience. It's just a little hint. And when you go down that little hint and you start discovering something beyond this, that is your start of the spiritual path. And it's up to you to decide how much of your life you want to put aside for this spiritual path, this self-discovery. When I first discovered something beyond this, I thought it's like all in or nothing. You have to be a monk on a mountain meditating. But you don't have to do that. You can decide how much you want to put aside of your life. In the end, this whole thing is a spiritual journey. Even if you decide to look away, that is a spiritual journey. So anyways, that is my perspective of spirituality and the spiritual path. And it's up to everyone, and there's no judgment coming from me, where you are, where I am. Because if I was enlightened, I wouldn't be here right now. That's the truth. If I was enlightened, I would not be here right now. I'm here to learn, to grow, to figure this out. Me and you, we're here to figure this out. So my spiritual journey, as I would call it, started, I think, in the year 2015. I came across meditation as a way to help with anxiety and depression. And I started looking more into it and started doing it, different techniques. And through meditation, I started having experiences that my logical... So let's back up a little bit. Before I started practicing meditation, I was a very scientific mind person. In high school, my favorite classes were science, and I originally wanted to go to college to become a climatologist, meteorologist. Severe weather really excites me. I actually love hurricanes. I mean, aside from all of the damage and destruction and suffering that it causes on humans, just the pure nature part of that. It is a beautiful thing. So much power. And it's crazy. But anyways, that's getting off topic. I had a very scientific mind, and the materialist view of the world that's dominated in scientific community. I don't know, it's kind of being challenged today, but back then in the scientific community, it's like if you are a scientist or want to be a scientist, you believe that the world is made of material, hard stuff. This rock is actually here. It's an objective truth. It's there. And that's what everything is made of. And consciousness kind of came out of this stuff. It was like a fluke, I guess, out of reality. And that's how we're here. And I believed that. But then through meditation, I started having these experiences that my scientific, logical mind couldn't really, it didn't line up. And the easy way to say that is, okay, I'm hallucinating things. It's like a thing my brain is coming up with. But the experiences are out of body. You don't have a body. And it feels so real. Almost, when you come back from it, it feels more real than this. And the more it happens, the more you question, and you just... So that's how my spiritual journey first began. And then I started questioning everything. And then I started looking into all the fun stuff, like astral projection, shifting into new realities, and, quantum physics, how everything is entirely dependent on the observer. Really cool stuff. The cool part of spirituality, and looking away from the inner work part of it. Not working through my fears and insecurities. And it's so easy to do that. And so as I began down this, or as I kept going down this path, I wanted to go all in. I wanted to, like, I was so focused on like developing and spiritually that meditation all of a sudden wasn't fast enough. And I heard, oh, there's mushrooms, there's LSD, that DMT that can give you, boom, you're out of it. You're like enlightened instantly. I started researching about mushrooms, and one of the books, it's a super good book by, I think, Michael Pollan, and it's all about mushrooms. And he is a very scientific person too, very logical, very rational person. He's not coming at it from a spiritual perspective. And that's what I liked about that book. And so I decided, okay, mushrooms seem like the most natural way. They grow naturally from the earth. LSD is something humans chemically make, which I guess that's natural too. Like, everything technically is natural, but mushrooms seem more with the earth, with this spiritual path. So that's what I decided to. I'm going to grow my own mushrooms, and then I'm going to have a journey with the mushrooms. And that's what I did. Maybe in another video I'll go into more depth of like my experience with growing the mushrooms and my actual experience with the mushrooms. I'm just going to tell you right now that my experience with the mushrooms, actually consuming them and having that experience, was the most profound experience of my life so far. And profound and absolutely unbelievably beautiful and absolutely unbelievably terrifying. That's how the journey went. It started off, oh my God, like the best feelings. I don't even know some of the things that happen, because you're like in eternity. The time in that realm is not like here. So I think I experienced like lifetimes worth of stuff. So it's like hard to put it into words here. That the first part was beautiful. The first half of the trip was beautiful. The second half of the trip was unbelievably terrifying, horrible, hell. Eternally stuck in a fetal position on the bed. Begging the universe to give me my life back. Promising that I will work on myself, that I'll do yoga every day, I'll meditate every day. Begging. And I don't know, I don't want to say this to scare you, because fear is a funny thing. Fear is just an emotion. But anyways, so after that experience happened, things changed. I was kind of having a dichotomy after that, like, okay, this shit is real. Like, before that moment, it's like I could have these kind of like out-of-body experiences and like say, oh, that's cool, I think it's real, and then go to the real world and then just continue the materialist bullshit of trying to grow your monetary value, your status, your stuff in the world. Like, and then after that experience, it totally shocked me, and I didn't know what to do, so I kind of just, it was so scary that I left spirituality behind. Like, I put it on the back burner. I did so much research for that, and I learned all the ways to prepare, and it's all about setting. You have to be in a safe, comfortable space, and your mind has to be in a safe, comfortable space, and I did all of this preparing to make sure I could have a good experience, and nothing prepares you for that. And I think one of the big things that I was overlooking was that, okay, after that experience, you have to have someone to kind of talk through that or something, or you could even do it yourself. I did not do it for myself. But you need to integrate that experience. You need to talk through it. You need to figure it out. And that's why people go to a shaman with the ayahuasca, because then after the experience they can integrate it, they can talk through it with someone. I didn't know. That experience blew my mind, and I shut that part off. And I went back to the materialist, the working, what they tell you this life is all about. Get a job, get as much money as you can, buy a beautiful house, put a lot of stuff in it, buy your toys, have fun with your toys, consume. So that's what I went to. And, this experience, spiritual stuff was in the back burner, but always like gnawing at me. And, when the material stuff didn't make me happy, it actually made me more depressed. I thought, okay, me and Daniel, my partner, we got to a part in our lives where we were just not happy with what our life, like our current situation. So we thought, oh, okay, if stuff doesn't make us happy, if like the nice house and creating your nice backyard doesn't bring you happiness, maybe experience, maybe traveling, new experiences every day, seeing new stuff every day. And that is beautiful too. And we've been doing it. We left all of our stuff and we bought an RV, and we've been traveling the country for a year and a half, and this country is beautiful. Oh my God. The East Coast has nothing on the West Coast. Oh my God. The West Coast is unbelievably beautiful. And I shouldn't shit on the East Coast because I love the East Coast. That's my home. And I love you, East Coast. But anyways, the West Coast, oh my God. Anyways, traveling for a year and a half, going to a new place every couple weeks. Oh, it gets old. The new things, the feeling is the same. Oh, your mind is blown. This new place, oh my God, so beautiful. But the feeling is the same over and over again. It's another addiction. Another dopamine rush. And now, here I am. Starting to meditate again. Starting down the spiritual path. Again. Looking at this time, I don't really care about all the cool things, actually, like astral projection, like crystals, acquiring crystals. Oh, this crystal can do this crystal can do this. Now I'm honestly really interested in the inner work. And I'll say when we got to Mount Shasta, I think something changed within me. That place gave me something, and that place is magical. It's real. That place is magical. I mean, every place is magical, but that place is special. There's something about it. I think it gave me the courage to start looking within, looking at the darkness, all this fear and insecurity, and just seeing it for what it is. When you actually look at it, it's like nothing. Like, oh, there you are again, anxiety, hi. Oh, depression, you're here, bye. So that's where I'm at today. On this beautiful day. Such a beautiful day to be alive. Honestly. So beautiful. So I think I'm gonna call it for today. Thank you for listening. Bye.